Sometimes I wonder about why I work here, how many people I actually make impressions on, and, well, how many others just simply ignore my existence. You can always tell when someone won't remember you, especially if you ask for their drink order and they ask you what the soup is. Most of the time, it's hard to tell if your customer will tip you. A person might be smiling on the outside, but that doesn't mean they are on the inside. A lot of people like to hide their emotions and act like something they aren't. I sometimes have gotten the best tips from people who appear already dead. Being a woman isn't easy. It doesn't automatically mean I will get the best tips. If I showed my breasts or allowed a customer to grab my ass, I might make a half-decent living. I won't give in, though, to what truckers tell me. Sometimes I wish money wasn't the objective for happiness, but it is. For everyone. Regulars are the best and the worst. They can make you smile some days, while other days you wish they would just rot. If you find a good, honest person to be a regular, they can tip you anywhere from $5 to $20 on a good day. If you sell yourself to a dishonest one and play their masturbatory mind games, then you can make double. The bad ones lose interest when you turn legal, so I'm glad I never played along. I worry on my days off if I'll be able to pay for rent or keep my dog. I sometimes sacrifice my break meal for my animal. I won't steal, however. I feel guilty that I leave her alone all day and sometimes all night. Doubles are a nightmare. 8 a.m. to 2 p.m., 2 p.m. to 10 p.m., 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. I've worked them all. And sometimes think what it would be like to work one full continuous day. Morning shifts are the worst. I worked them for a time and will never again. The women you work with think that you're below them, even though they've just hit menopause and are quickly reaching a midlife crisis. It's a sad day when you fight over toast with a woman who could have been your teacher in kindergarten. Second shift is not all that bad and can be rewarding if you get a nice party. Nothing is worse, though, than serving 10 people with a check of over $100 to get anything less than a $10 tip. If my shift on second isn't going as planned, which happens to be 90% of the time, I see with the girls scheduled for third if any are willing to give up their shift. If I'm lucky, they'll open their shift to me and let me waste another 8 hours of my life. I study the menu even though the food hasn't changed for the past 3 years, just the prices. Still just hamburgers and pie. Although we have added paninis, they're good, but I'm afraid I'll fatten my ass if I eat them. I stick to salads and try to avoid fried foods, but that's hard to do in a diner. If I feel I've overeaten, I sometimes sneak into the bathroom and force my food up. I had a complex about my weight when I was younger. I didn't always put my fingers down my throat, but I'd sometimes starve myself if I felt I were gaining weight. When I would decide to bring it back up, I'd coat my fingers with honey to help my throat. Thankfully, no one has come into the bathroom when I've been sick from Eggs Benedict. We don't get breaks here, but I try and sit as much as I can. I write down endless to-do lists and think about trips I could take my puppy on when I get the money to. I should stop spending my money on cigarettes. I go through almost a pack a day and smoke when I'm bored, which seems to be often. I check my cell phone for the time even though I just checked it 5 seconds ago. I somehow expect a drastic change in time to happen or for the world to be renewed. I hope it doesn't sound like I'm complaining, because I'm not. This is just what I do and who I am.